What's good, YouTube family? This your guy BlessOne. Thank you for watching another episode of IsmokeHiphop Live. Hit that like, hit that comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now, I'm doing this video today. A lot of people ask me, why do you support Kwame Brown? Why do you reach out and make videos when your platform's not about what he speaks about or what he talks about? Which it is about that, but I'll answer that as well. Now, growing up, how I grew up, I watched Kwame Brown's story. You got to remember, them same trenches that Kwame talked about, not just me, a lot of us can identify with it. A lot of us find him so relatable because his story is no far different from mine and yours. That's the first thing. Let's just get that out the way. But when I was 16 and Kwame was 18 years old, I don't know, he put a good atmosphere in the room for guys like me. And I think he was 3 years older than me, so I gotta say when I was 15. So I remember when I seen him being signed to the Wizards and Michael Jordan. I've never been a fan of Michael Jordan. To this day, I've never had my first Jordan until allegedly me and my brother got our hands on one when we were 16 years old. I'm not gonna say how, but we got our hands on one. And I remember looking at these shoes like, was it even worth it? This is the shoes that we just educational purpose deboed and got it. And we ended up throwing it away. True story, can't even be fabricated. Like, I've never begged my mom for Jordan brand. So to see what Jordan did to Kwame Brown growing up, I seen the failed businessman that he was when it came to basketball. Not shoes, not endorsement. I'm not talking about the marketable success he had. We're speaking strictly on running a franchise at the time before he got LaMelo Ball. His prize in Jordan was just to be that title itself. I don't think he ever had this love for Kwame Brown. Now, I'm going to keep going down the list of things where I have to look into my heart why I respect the brother Kwame Brown. I mean, it's a fiery nature you can see in certain human beings when you look at them. It's a fiery nature that can't be repeated in anybody else. You got to look at that particular person and you see that nature in them that exists in every single one of us when we dare to challenge those who tear us down. That's what I see in Kwame Brown. Now, when I look at Kwame Brown, I also realize he was the first wave to become of what we're seeing in today's. He's the progenitor of these generations of Balls' live stars on all these internet platforms, these highlights, all these guys you have today. And I dare to say, you guys are going to get mad at me, he is the first wave before we had our LeBron James being the #1 pick going to Cleveland. Yes, it was Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown, ladies and gentlemen. See, the naysayers are going to come out and tell you, bro, you're just following a wave. No. I kind of like sitting back. Now, shout out to Stay Alive or Stay Wake. I hope I didn't butcher his name. Carcino and all the guys he trumps up and he gives that love to, because these guys have been in the sector for a minute. Self-talk, I think it was. I like when I see he gives up praises to all these other YouTubers. I like how he goes to my channel and he comments it. And I like to pin his comments. I'm not going to lie. I like the fact that he watches all of us. I like the fact that he seems like the brother that you could sit down and have a drink with. I'm sorry, I've been in this YouTube sector from 10 years, but in this particular one, 7 years, and I feel like it's refreshing. Finally, somebody who's capable of fighting the fight that we all wanted to fight, but we just don't have that je ne sais quoi. We don't have that clout that comes with a Kwame Brown, that NBA clout, that so-called celebrity status that he never wanted. Because you see, he put his family first before the media. That's something I've always knew over the years. I've never begged and asked why he's a guy that remains quiet. I never said that. Part of me did want him to clap back at some of these haters, but I've always sat back watching this man, feeling a calm essence about him, like he made it. I've never looked at him as this bona fide scrub, and I'm glad Kwame can take that name and use it as a YouTube channel. Salute to him. But I've never had to sit back and say, wow, he's not doing this. He's not averaging 30 points a game. You got to remember, this is at an era where it's up to these so-called great coaches and so-called great leaders to develop a player. I know Kwame likes to say he underachieved or whatever, but for me, you overachieved, brother. No fake stuff or nothing. The NBA is the hardest league to play on. So many years I've seen guys fade in and fade out. But every year while guys were fading in and fading out, you were right there. You stayed triumphant. You never tore your teammates down. You never used a moment to make an excuse for your career. Although a lot of us who were watching prior to you having a YouTube channel and fame, talking about years ago, decades ago, we know the excuse you could have used with one failed owner, GM slash owner, whatever Michael Jordan title was slash teammate. He failed you. And that was clear as day, but nobody dared to say the great Jordan failed the so-called Project Kid. And then the witch hunt became, such as viruses, such as Stephen A. Smith, every day relentlessly to cascade you as a vagabond, a guy that's roaming from place to place without a home to go to. Now this was troubling. To see the age that Kwame Brown was, although he was a man, but still young in the mindset of what this era of basketball was. So I'm seeing passes being given to everybody. Passes given left and right, right and left, but nothing, no critique from Stephen A. Smith towards his best friend, Michael Jordan. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, that is. And we can keep going down. You always kept playing no matter what. No matter what the naysayers were saying. I've never seen Kwame Brown put his head down. I've never seen him put his head down. He just kept playing. He kept running through the tape. No pun intended with the famous YouTuber. Most people can catch that. But you ran through the tape. Shout out to Chris Webber. You got to run through that tape, man. No matter if you're last place, you see that winner's circle coming, you see that tape, man, run through it, man. I don't care if you got to be the last one. Run through it and don't stop, man. All you wanted was just a chance. And when you got your chance, it got diluted by all these people like Jordan and them, Coach Collins. But you never backtracked. You never refuted from who you was. You lost millions of dollars during this time. You've lost millions. I'm proud of you. Losing millions like that and not complaining. Losing millions like that and still keep going. Man, the wherewith for all, that's the essence of enjoyment between a lot of us to say, you know what? If this guy can keep going every day with all this enormous amount of pressure on you, you know what I'm saying? Samson carrying those heavy locks, you carrying us, Kwame Brown. You carried a lot of us when those moments I'm skipping school and I'm in the journey of my life, finding myself. Here's a guy that's around my age. I don't know if he found himself or not, but he's well on track and path through resources, finances, and a platform to speak up. But at that time, you didn't have to speak up with your voice. You spoke with your playing. People are like, oh, he's not a Hall of Famer. He's not an all-star. That didn't matter to us. The fact that I can see a guy like that in the NBA, that already was an overachievement for guys like me. Who cares if he was an all-star or Hall of Famer? To see a man who came from where I came from and making it and playing it, I can turn on my TV and there he goes, Kwame Brown, the success story. That's right. That's damn right. I was always proud of Kwame Brown. I'm never going to stop being proud of him. You got a brother in me. You got a friend in me. I'm not one of these guys who try to pick and get your attention every second like that. Nah, man, I sit afar, as you can see me in your channel a little bit now and then I come on, because I don't want to take that fame that you got. I don't want to take nothing to steer it away or my baggage to take your baggage away. I don't want to do that because I want your voice to keep echoing amongst the wolves that are out there, the snakes that are out there, the people that's like Charlamagne the fraud that's out there, Dr. Boyce Watkins that's out there. We need thoroughness back in our communities. We need, in a world of the Nas and BET and what's going on, I don't want to say his full name. Y'all know which Nas I'm talking about. I don't need to explain it. But in a world where the world is seeming manifested into a oblivious propaganda-like world, it's good I can look at this guy and not feel any distractions as if he's an industry plant. He's somebody thrown on us as a COINTEL agent. None of that. I literally feel it. And I'm pretty sure all of you guys feel it. You feel the essence and the journey that Kwame Brown brings. And I feel like this journey has to be protected by a lot of us. There's so many times we talk about when we have a voice, we need to do X, Y, and Z. But a lot of these voices are plagiarized. A lot of these voices are just fake. But here's a guy that's coming and he's here to cook, bake. He brought his mama cooking, no recipes intended, just straight cooking and straight facts. And he giving us enjoyment. And I would like to say, Kwame Brown, thank you, brother. You gave me hope in these YouTube sectors again. You brought hope, you brought a voice. And I know you don't even want this clout or fame. And that's what makes you so authentic. The fact that you're so humble, man. That humbleness, I've always was told, will take you far in life. But when you literally get to see humble break the walls and the barriers that kept all of us down for so long, I commend you, brother, and I would like to say thank you very much. God bless Mr. Kwame Brown. Y'all hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, God.